Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to ASMRTheChew. I am Spirit. Yes. And today I'm going to be doing my makeup. I know it's been a while. I know. Matter of fact, it's been a whole month, I believe. But I moved by the Spirit, so you know how that go. And I am going to be chewing on some Trident. If I get hungry, I have a dark chocolate bar that I will eat if I get too hungry. I'm a slight deer, but I need to get this makeup on my face because Spirit Girl got or have received her first sponsor. So I'm going to go pick up my package. I'm so excited. I'm hoping that it's there. I'm also going to be doing story time today because I got a request. Someone asked me, could I talk about friendship, girlfriends, relationship, and a story time. So today I'm going to talk about this friendship, which she was a girlfriend of mine. We was not BFFs, but I consider her a really good friend. We had a really good relationship. And I'm going to tell you today how it ended, because today I don't speak to her, convo with her. I don't have her phone number. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she's still living in the same house. I don't know what's going on with her. When I ended the friendship, I completely walked away from it. So, but I'm going to talk about it today. Torry Burch, which is some perfume that I had received from Sephora one day from Points. I've been using it. It smells so good. And it's so cute. I love the good smells around me when I'm doing makeup. I like the way this cinnamon gum tastes. Not too hot. It tastes just like Big Red, but it don't burn your tongue. Okay, let's get started. Use this under eye for dark circles. I'm just going to put a little bit under my eye. I hope that I am finding you in the most relaxing state, and that if you're not, that by the time this video is over with, you'll either be very calm, very relaxed, or maybe even very asleep. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use my new L'Oreal moisturizer. First, I need some serum. I ran out of the Cowley, so there's no more. So I'm going to use the Lamcome. Beauty blender. Okay. This is the new L'Oreal Paris. It says new look. It's really cute. It's a daily lotion. I've been using it every day for about a week and a half now. And I must say I am pleased. I'm very, very pleased. And it's age perfect hydration, nutrients, restores glow. I know you're saying, Sister Spirit, your face is glowing. Your skin is glowing. This is what I've been using. This is what I've been using. I like the container. It's really pretty. Very attractive. that I'm on moisturizer. I'm just going to be using my everyday makeup that I normally use, which is the MAC Pro Longwear. I have some new brushes that my daughter bought me for Mother's Day. So I'm going to use these today. And it's the Pinka Dot 11 pieces brush set. I'm going to tell you what I got in it. Deluxe fan brush, 2 powder brush, 2 angle brush, 2 classic foundation brush, 5 Target shadow blending brush, 6 classic shadow brushes, flat eye brush, flat eyeliner brush, that's what it says, angle brush. Actually, I think it's here. That's what it have. It don't say it has 2 and 5 and all that. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 7, number 7, flat eyeliner brush, number 8, angle shadow brush, number 9, smudge brush, number 10, Target eyeliner brush, and number 11, lip blush. I'm going to use the other side for my eyeliners. I'm just going to put this foundation in different spots on my face. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, let's get on with this story. Okay, I had a girlfriend named Teresa. Now, let me start out with describing what Teresa looked like, so you can have a good idea. So when I get in the middle of the story, you understand why I describe what she looked like. Okay, Teresa had 5 kids. She was married. She lived in a family home. A ranch house, basically. Yeah, it was really, really, really cute the way she had it set up. She was into her gardening. She was very mommy-like. And at the time, we had so much in common because I was very, like, mommy-like too. And we did a lot of activities together with ourselves and the children. Now, Teresa was, I'm going to say, about probably almost, if not 500 pounds. Yes, I said it. She was about 500 pounds. Now, let me tell you what I liked about her. She had a lot of self-esteem, a lot of confidence, and she was very, very, very pretty. She was on a very high yellow side, and she basically wore her hair all the time the same way, and just a ponytail going to the back and a little bun. That was it. She wasn't into doing her hair and all that stuff. She was into just wearing big comfy clothes, basically to really keep up with the children. And we used to get together at her house. I don't know why, but she also had her own friends. But I was one of her good friends. And she was also good friends with the other girls. But I was not close to them. I got to know them through Teresa. My neck just cracked. And they were mommies too. So we would all get together at Teresa's house because Teresa liked to cook. She liked to host. She liked to come up with what's going to be going on with us and the children. I ain't had no problem with it at all. Matter of fact, I loved it. I loved it when I did not have to be in charge of the cooking or planning anything. All I had to do was show up. I loved it. And now her friends would kind of step in and would say, well, next time it's going to be at my house. Well, I think we should do it here. Well, I think that we should do that. And then Teresa, of course, would say, I think my house would be better. It's more appropriate. It's more room. And she wasn't lying. It was. She had the big swimming pool. She had the huge deck. She was always cooking out. Like, Teresa was, in my opinion, like the dream friend. When I went to her house, she always had jars of different types of snacks, okay? So Spirit Girl was like, hey girl, where the snacks? I went straight to the kitchen where the snacks were. I mean, she always had unique snacks, you know. So I was always excited to hang out with Teresa girl. Yes, I was. Okay. Let me put some more foundation on my face. I want to go with a full look today. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing today. I just know I'm doing the makeup. Because so many people keep on saying, Spirit, when you going to do the makeup? When you going to chew some gum? When you going to do story time? You know, so it's like, okay, makeup, story time, chewing gum, 3 out the way. Hey, you know. So, I was at her house one day, and I was like, hey, who's coming? She was like, oh, nobody else is coming. I wanted to talk to you about something. And I said, okay. She said, you know, ever since I met you, I've been inspired to start my own business. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, at the time, Spirit Girl did not have a florist yet. At the time, I was doing flea market. I was selling my flowers outside on the corners, at tables. I would buy a booth or a table. I didn't have like a building yet. I was just making them. I was selling them outside my truck. I still was driving truck when Teresa was my friend. And she said, she was inspired by that. And she wanted to start her own business. She wanted to know, what did I think about it? I felt like at the time we truly valued what each other had to say. And I told her, I said, well, if you feel like it's something that you're going to love doing, then I think that you should do it. But if you feel like it's something that's going to be getting in the way, it's going to be like a chore, it's going to be really hard, and you really don't have the time to put the dedication into it, don't do it. She said, I'm going to tell you what my business is. So she was like, I got 5 kids. I'm always babysitting everybody else's kids. Everybody love hanging at my house. I got like the perfect house. I got a playroom for my kids. I got a dining room that I set up for a toy room, an extra toy room with the TV and the games in it. And she said, you know, I got this backyard. I got this play tent in the back for the kids, and I got the swings. I was like, okay. And she was like, I said, so what do you plan on that? She's like, well, I'm thinking about doing like a summer camp or a daycare, and I want to hear your opinion. I said, okay, a summer camp. I said, why a summer camp? She said, well, you know, because, you know, I like to have fun, and I like the kids to have fun, and sometimes the parents got to work and they don't have nowhere to take the kids, and I'm always home. I never really leave the house, and I think summer camp will be great, and I can charge this kind of large amount by letting it be summer camp. She said I would keep their kids all week long, and they would pick them up on a weekend. I said, yeah, but my opinion was, why don't you start out with daycare? Build the parents' trust. And then when the summertime comes, tell them you have summer camp coming up, and then you already have a clientele that trusts you with their children. So she was like, I don't know if I could do daycare because my kids this, my kids that, my kids this. I said, well, you do all of that with your kids. You know, set it up to be based around your kids. Like, you know, if people take their kids to the bus stop, you can take their children to the bus stop. They actually can, you know, if their children in the same vicinity, they go to the same school as your kids, they can be at the bus stop with your children. And then she was like, well, you got a van. Maybe I can offer service where I can pick the children up. And, you know, she had all these ideas. And her idea was she wanted to make good money immediately. She didn't want to have to start out with very little money with whatever she was doing. So she wanted to offer, you know, extra services. So I told her that if she thinks she can do it, that she should do it. So she told me that she's going to get some flyers made, and she wanted me to come by for the next 2 weeks after I got off work, when I had time, to help her put the flyers out. Now I'm going to tell you, at the time, Spirit Girl I wasn't athletic. Get that out your head. I was not athletic, but I did exercise. I did walk. I did jog, and I did kept my weight down, and I had lost a lot of weight during that time. So she was like, I drive, and you get out, and you walk and put the flyers out. Now, I was like, now I understood why she called me instead of her other friends. Because her other friends were big girls too. You know, I still consider myself a big girl, except for the fact that I was not past 150 pounds. Up to the point where I was 150 pounds less, you know, lower. And so I felt, plus I ran every day. She's like, well, you jogging every day and every morning. Like, this would be easy for you. You know I can't do it. So I agreed. Me and my children would go over to her house, and we would drive to different neighborhoods with her, and I would take the flyers to the doors, put them in the door knob, stick them to the door. I wouldn't touch the mailbox, because that's not right. I mean, you're not supposed to touch nobody's mailbox. But I did what I could to help her. This is my Sephora brush. What number is this? And this is number 45. Yep. So some nights I wouldn't go running because it was just too much for me. I would just go with her and I would just help her put out flyers so she can start her daycare. Now, let me tell you, she was only going to start out with like 5 kids for her daycare. But then she found herself going over the legal limit. She had like 7 kids, she had like 8 kids. So then she was like, you know what, I'm going to go and get my daycare license, and I'm going to talk to my husband and see if we can turn the house into a real daycare, like what you doing to your house. Because even though I did not have a store or anything, I did turn my living, wherever I was living at, it basically was my workplace, my floors. So she said, I'm going to turn my house into a daycare. And she went and she followed procedures to get her license to become a legal certificate, certified, I think the word certified daycare person. I have this 3D set. Now, I never used it on myself, but I do want to use it. So, I want to do the correction set. I used it to put in, like, especially like underneath my eyes where I've been cut. Like, if you can still see the slashes in my eyes, I put that there. And maybe put some around my lips where I'm usually hydrated. So I didn't do that. I think I'm supposed to do that before the makeup, but I'm not sure. I don't think you do it after the makeup. So that part I'm going to let go. But I'm going to look at this young lady here, her face. And I'm going to go see what I can do to contour my face. So I'm going to work on that. Make sure you can see it real good. This color right here. Matter of fact, this is the darkest color in here. So I'm going to put that one on my face and see what it looks like. Around edges. And this is Spirit Girl. First time doing this. And I look like this right here. It's like right at the cheekbone. I don't even know how much you're going to use, but I mean, hey, it's makeup. It can always come off if I mess up. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to go ahead and use this makeup brush to blend it in. So, once she got her certificate, she was really, really excited. And she ended up with like 13 freaking children that she was babysitting. So and she was really into it. She was doing a good job. It got to the point where she started altering her house, where she would have workers come in and reconstruct certain parts of the house to accommodate the child care. So, and she still hosts the little get-togethers at her house with her girlfriends. But now she had the mamas and the papas hanging out at the house. I mean, Teresa's house was lit on the weekend. Like, it was a fun place to go hang out. Now, okay, I think I'm doing a good job. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to blend this all the way down as much as possible. See, okay, I don't know. Okay. Let me try. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the concealer up here because I'm not sure. Just want to see what it look like. It's chocolatey, so that's good. Very creamy. My daughter bought this for Mother's Day. I'm going to learn how to use it. I'm going to learn how to use it. Do you hear me? Okay. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and I'm going to do the eyes. I'm going to go with this color right here. So it got to the point that her husband stopped hiring people to come to the house to make changes. He started doing the work himself so they could keep the money, I guess, in the household. And the next thing you know, okay, about 13 kids to literally about maybe 20, maybe more. And she was bringing in money. I'm going to tell you what she did. Her husband had 2 vehicles. And they hired a driver. They would pick up children from their home, take them to school, and take them back home. It got to the point where she hired a couple of her girlfriends to become workers underneath her at the house. And she would have them cook up the meal. And she would make a meal plan, healthy meal plan for the children. And she would have her girlfriend who worked with her to pre-prep the meal for the children. These children were eating good. She offered dinner. Like, they didn't go home hungry. They had a 4-course dinner. And all the children had to be picked up from her house by 6:30, no later than 7. And if they picked them up later than 7, she charged a fee for them being late. Every 15 minutes she had a fee added onto it. So, you know, I was just overly proud of her. Like, wow, like she changed, you know, her income drastically. Her husband stopped working and started working with her. So now there was like a complete circle working together. They both was at home with the children. They were spending their time together. I mean, and this man loved the ground that woman walked on. All 500 pounds plus. He loved that woman. And okay, I used the concealer. It's looking okay. Okay, I'm gonna still go ahead and use the Tart Concealer right here where my lines at, where I make the frowns in my face. And I think I'm just gonna put I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put a little bit like right here. She called me over again. She made me some hot tea and some biscuits. Like, this girl can make some freaking biscuits. And we was just sitting down talking. And she was like, you know, Spirit, I've been saving some money. So I thought she was going to be like, I'm thinking about buying a new car. I'm thinking about buying a new house. I'm thinking about going on vacation. So I'm excited. I was always excited to hear what Teresa's new plans were going to be. I don't know. I just really, okay, I was one of those friends who admired my friend, I believe, more than she admired me. Like, she learned from me, but I wasn't her BFF. She wasn't my BFF because I knew better. I knew she had, I'm not going to claim no BFF when I already know that they got friends that they had way before me and that they're way closer to. I just consider her just one of my great good girlfriends, and that was it. And I mean, because Spirit Girl know when to keep the boundaries. Spirit Girl know. Okay? So but I was one of those girlfriends where, you know, I was, how can I put it? You know, it's like, you ever hear that saying in a relationship, it's always one person who loved the other person more? I think I loved her more as a friend than she cared for me. Okay? So I was just always happy, you know, for her endeavors and everything that she was doing. And I even think she just got so excited. When I got excited for her, she was even more excited. So I was like, okay, so what's going on? What's going on? She's like, okay, I'm going to tell you something, but I don't want you telling nobody because I haven't told my husband yet. But I want you to come with me because I'm seriously thinking about doing something different. So I was like, okay. And she said, I'm thinking about having, what was it called? No, I don't think it was called disectomy. Bypass. Oh my God. You guys, forgive me. I don't know what it was called, but she had this surgery. She was thinking about having this surgery where you have half your stomach cut out. I might have to look it up, and I'll try to put it in there when I go to edit. But yeah, she decided that she wanted this surgery. And it was like a major surgery. And she saved for it. She saved for it. And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, why? She was like, oh, I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of being big. And I just want to be beautiful. And I was like, but you are beautiful. She's like, yeah, but I don't want to feel this way anymore. You know, this is the reason why I had really started my business, or I wanted to start a business, because I kept thinking about the fact that I want this surgery. I found out how much it was going to cost, and I want to do it. She said, but it's dangerous. So, you know, because she explained everything to me about the surgery, I was telling her I wasn't feeling like really good about it. It just seemed to scare me, like seriously scare me. Like, I was like, you got too many kids, they're babies, don't do it. And she was like, well, I'm not really asking you your advice on it. I'm just letting you know what I'm going to do. So when she said that, I was like, okay, so I'm just a support system. So let me just be the support system. Because sometimes people don't need your advice. They just need you to support them. So I was like, okay, well, I'll be there for you. She was like, when I have this done, I talked to some of my girlfriends. Everybody's down. They're going to be helping me. I want to know if you can come do some stuff for me. It got quiet. So I was like, what kind of stuff? She said, well, you know, maybe sometimes, like, cook for the kids, maybe clean up, maybe be here for when the parents sign the kids out. So basically, she was kind of asking me to come work for her, but she never offered no money, no pay. So I had to be the one to say, okay, am I getting paid to do this? She was like, no, I really didn't want to pay you because you were like one of my good friends. I was just hoping you can just help me. I'm not asking you for all day, maybe like an hour or two of your time, like a volunteer thing, because all my money is basically going to be going like to this surgery, so I really can't pay you. So now I had to go home and think about it. And my answer in my head was like, no, I don't want to be watching. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Like, I love children, but I am not the one. 20 freaking kids plus. Oh no. And parents, I had already learned my lesson from my first girlfriend, from one of my girlfriends where I watched her son. She said, I am his mother. You disrespected me. I was not trying to hear that. Please, Spirit, you gotta help me out. And I'm like, oh my God, let me think about it, Teresa. Let me think about it. Powder on. I don't know if this brush would be too big, but it is a really nice brush, isn't it? And I did start helping her out, because when she had the surgery, you guys, she was pitiful. I mean, that surgery was rough on her. She did not look different when she came home or anything like that at all. She still looked like basically her same size. She even looked swollen. But she was in so much pain. Like the walking around and the moving around, not. You know what I mean? So I would, you know, keep her company when I could. I would clean up. I would do what I could with the kids. Sometimes I was wore the freak out. I had found myself sometimes over there like 3-4 hours every time I went over there, more and more and more. And she was telling me it wasn't going to be that long because she was getting, you know, stronger and starting to feel better. Okay, I'm not going to use this brush. I'm going to use this brush right here. I'm going to put my concealer on. Hopefully I haven't been talking too long that it done, you know, dried up before the setting powder. so relaxing. My son is here. I know someone asked me to ask him his gaming name for PlayStation, which he do have one, because he used to play PlayStation with. I gotta tell y'all about that story with a guy I used to date. After we was finished dating, how awkward it was. My son still was playing PlayStation with him online. I was so mad. Oh my God. And you know they can hear each other when they're talking and playing the game online. So he'll be like, "Oh, that's your mom. Tell your mom hi." And I'm like, "Don't tell it. Don't be speaking to me. Don't talk to me." I gotta tell you guys about his tail. He was terrible. Okay. I'll let that bake for a second. One more. So, you guys, hey, let me tell you, she started losing weight really, really fast. In my opinion, almost damn overnight, okay? And I'm going to tell you, oh my gosh, she went through some things when I was over there to help her out. She was the host of all the snacks. So she still tried to sneak a snack. She would eat a half a donut and she would be in a lot of pain to the point where she would throw the donut up and she would be shut down like in the bed for a couple of days after eating a donut, okay? Then it got to the point where she could barely eat a banana, so she really started losing weight really, really fast. She was so sick through the process. And I just felt so bad for my friend. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to try this color right here. It even got to the point where she ended up in the hospital. She didn't look healthy no more. She looked really, really sick. And it started scaring me because I was thinking, I'm like, oh my God. You know, I know she's supposed to lose weight. It got to the point where she went from 500 pounds, where she was all of a sudden like 300 pounds, and then 200 pounds. When I tell you, let me tell you, okay, after the sickness, being in the hospital, the struggles, she started to finally start to get a little bit better. Let me tell you where she was at. She went from a 500-pound woman to down to literally maybe a size between a 2 and a 4. Let me say it again. Size 2 and 4, between those two numbers. Okay. Let me tell you, homegirl looked like a super freaking model. She was so freaking gorgeous. And one day I came over her house and she told me she didn't need my help no more. That she was taking in even more kids, and she hired a couple of girls, one at night, one at to come in the afternoon, basically considered at night, to help her with the kids. So I was really happy about that. So we went back to getting our friendship on track, where it wasn't about me just helping her all the time. One day, she threw a party, and this party was basically to show off how she looked, which is granted. I don't blame her one bit. I was excited. I couldn't wait to go to the party because the parties were lit, like I said before. And So at this party, when I went, all her girlfriends was there, new people was there, all her family was there. Everybody was so really, like, really happy for her. But her old friends were pretty much, yeah, still big. And I remember her making a comment to me saying, I bet you never thought I would be smaller than you. I said, actually, yeah, you're right. I never imagined. Like, I'm freaking happy to see you look like this. She was absolutely beautiful. Now, I can't admit now, when she was bigger, she was really cute. I feel like she went from cute, in my opinion, beautiful. She didn't look like the same person anymore. She didn't have that cuteness to her, but she had that. She was a beautiful woman. She had more of a model look instead of like a cute look. Oh yeah, she had it going on. So while we was at the party, he said, Spirit, when the last time you been to a club? I was like, oh, I went to a club a couple of months ago with a girlfriend of mine. And she was like, yeah, I want to start going out. I want to start hanging out at the club. I was like, okay. She said, yeah, I want to start dancing now. I just want to enjoy my life. Again, didn't blame. I definitely understood. So she told me that she had a couple of her friends. They wanted to go hang out at the club. And that they want to go on a Thursday night. Use this Tart Concealer to clean up my eyebrows. So yeah, I agreed to go to the club with her and her friend. She told me that she had a couple of friends driving together. She was picking up a friend. And I said, okay. So when I met up at the club, I didn't have nobody with me. I was by myself. But for some reason, I didn't see her. I was looking for her friends because, you know, big girls, like, they stand out. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking for them. I didn't see them. Then all of a sudden I heard somebody was like, hey girl. And I was like, okay. But I was looking at her like, the girl was surrounded by 5 other women that I have never seen. So I was like, hey. Then she's like, oh, this is my friend Spirit. So it was introduced to the girls. And I'm just waiting for a moment that I could get her by herself to be like, where your homegirls at? Where your friends at? I have never seen these women. And let me tell y'all what was so awkward. Okay? Spirit Girl has never been skinny her whole life. I have never ever been bones. Ever. Always been meat. Meaty meat. Okay? Always been meaty. So all these women that was with her had no meat on their body. Some of them looked way smaller than she did, and she literally looked like she was fading away, okay? So it was so awkward because I felt like I had all this booty, all this hip, and I just felt awkward even standing next to them. I felt really awkward. Now, it went from Teresa being a big girl to me being a big girl. I was already considered a big girl, but I was like the big girl now, you know? So it was just really awkward. So I found myself trying to, like, stand like this and stand like this, kind of cover up my stomach a little bit, and you know, stand to the side a little bit, just trying to not look so freaking fat next to them. Well, as we were standing in line to pay for our tickets to get in, Teresa, she didn't really conversate with me. She didn't have too much to say to me. I found myself trying to get into the conversation, but it was just like, I was kind of nonchalant, kind of ignored. So I was trying not to take it personal, but it started getting to me, you know? And when we got inside the club, you know, the music was pumping. You know, when I was young, I hear music, it's like ready time to dance. Everybody out there on the floor dancing and everything. And you know, when you with a group of girls, y'all all dancing together. But I would notice that I would start dancing. I kind of noticed that they kind of was like moving away from me. It was like, I kind of felt like I was by myself. I really did. So I sat down. So when Teresa came back to the table, she had on this really, really long wig. Matter of fact, she looked like Mariah Carey. That's exactly what she looked like. She came back to the table. She was just like, "Ooh, oh my God, I'm having the time of my life. Yes, how you doing? You doing okay?" I said, "I'm doing okay." You know, I just, yeah, I'm having so much fun. I was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, I was like, "Come on, let's go get us a drink." And she was like, "No, that's alright. I don't want no drink. I'm just gonna sit here and chill." So then the other girls come back to the table laughing and hoo-haing and everything. They was like, "Teresa, let's go get a drink. Let's go to the bar." And she's like, "Yeah, let's go get a drink." So I was saying to myself, like, so I started feeling some kind of way. So I noticed that when they was up at the bar, they was flirting with some guys. They was, you know, talking and everything. So I waited for her to come back to the table. And I told her, I said, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead home early and just call me, you know." And I thought she was going to be like, no, girl, don't go home. Don't go home. We just not have fun." She's like, "All right, see you, bye." And I was like, well, damn. You know, so I was like, okay. I left out of there. I remember walking to the parking lot feeling like, who was that? I don't even know her no more. I felt, she had never made me feel worthless. That's what I felt like. I felt worthless. Like, ugh. That's exactly how I felt. I got in my car and it was raining that night. And I remember just bursting out into tears because I felt, I don't even want, don't go back, don't go down. Let me pull myself together because I don't want to go back to that exact moment. I was saying to myself, maybe she's unconscious of how she's making me feel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forget that this night happened, and when she called me, I'm going to tell her that, you know, we need to talk so I can make sure I know that we're still friends. Because I felt like even though I was invited out, I wasn't a part of the group. That's what I felt like. And it was a very lonely, kind of messed up feeling. Like, I don't care. Go to the club, go have friends, but don't invite me and then make me feel completely left out. Because that's exactly what I felt like. Use this powder to go ahead and get the setting off my face. So, about good 4 days had passed, and she had contacted me, and she was like, I tried to call you, but you ain't returned my call back. I was like, when you try to call me? Oh, a few times, but you didn't call me back. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, she didn't call me. But then I'm like, okay, maybe she did call me. Maybe I missed it. So I was like, what's up? She's like, do you want to come over? I'm having some friends over to lunch, and we're going to be watching a movie, and I want to invite you. So I was thinking, to myself, like, maybe I had it misconstrued. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I saw things. So sometimes you can see things and perceive things the wrong way. So that weekend, I goes to the house. I go inside. I'm all excited. I hear all the girls talking in the kitchen, so I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the old friends and everything at the house. Okay, I got my Darkest Deep Mineralizing Skincare Lilac Powder. Put the color back in my face. And I hit the kitchen. It's these new girls. So I goes back and I said, I whispered to Teresa, where's all the girls at? Oh, I didn't invite them. Girl, don't worry about them. I was like, okay. So the conversation went on. Everybody was talking. I tried to say something here and there, but for some reason, I didn't fit in. It was not going good. I was just, inside, I was getting madder by the moment. And so I was saying, why she keep inviting me? Why keep inviting me and then make me feel like I'm not a part of this, you know? I'm going to use the Smashbox lip primer. So after that party, that get together, I decided that I would start to feed her basically with a long handled spoon, because I could feel that something wasn't right, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. So some time has went past. I didn't contact her, call her, or nothing. I just got to the point where I didn't even want to talk to her no more because I felt like, okay, she's changing, but she's not the person that I know. And I don't mind her changing, but to make me feel a certain kind of way was unacceptable. So I was like, I'm done with her. I'm just leaving her alone. So I got these eyeshadows, and this is the 3rd edition, 120 colors that my daughter has bought me on Mother's Day again. She kept calling me and calling me, and one day she showed up to my house, and she was like, listen, I want to talk about our friendship because, you know, I've been trying to contact you, but I feel like you kind of staying away from me. These are the colors. And then we got another row down here. These are some really nice colors. I'm going to use this as my all over color. We sat down when she came by and we talked, and I told her that I just felt like something wasn't right with her, and that, you know, I just felt like our friendship has changed, and that, you know, I didn't understand why she was not, you know, having nothing to do with all her other friends who helped her during the time of her surgery, who was there for her to help her with the child care, help her with her health. They was really there for her, including me, and I didn't understand what was going on. And she was like, well, you know, I changed. I'm not the same person anymore. And, you know, I just feel like I deserve, I have the right to make new friends. And I said, yeah, you have the right to make new friends. I'm not saying you don't have the right to make new friends. But I'm seeing, like, it just feel like you kind of just got rid of your old friends and started cutting everybody off. Now that you done lost the weight, you're also a different person. And she was like, well, I didn't cut you off. I said, no, you didn't cut me off, but you make, when I'm hanging out with you, I just feel like, what was the purpose of you even inviting me? And she was like, well, I don't want you to feel that way because I love you. You're like a sister to me. I apologize. So I accept her apology. And we hugged and we forgave each other. And she asked me to come out with them again on a Friday night. And that they was going to a new club. And they really wanted me to come. And I was like, excited again, you know. And I accepted that I would go to this new club. Okay. The color is nice and light. I was able to color in around. It's really pretty. And now I think I'm gonna go with side. It has it has like a shimmery type brown right here. So that Friday night we went to the club. And this time, she told me, she said, hey, you want to ride with me? And I was like, yeah. She said, okay, but I'm on my way to pick you up. Oh, this is pretty. So she picked me up. And we met the other girls at the club. And again, it was these new girls, not her old friends. I didn't say anything because, you know, I didn't have the right to say anything or nothing like that. I just let it be. Because her girlfriends were not my friends. And her old friends, they were just like associates through her. They were not my friends. So I couldn't, you know, say too much. I'll take this blender and blend it in. And we were standing in line, waiting to get in the club. Okay, so this is like, it's got like a periwinkle kind of bluish inside of it. So I think I'm going to go with this pretty blue right here. So as we were standing in line, her friends were closer to getting in. So they called us up to come get in to the line, which was dishing, you know. I didn't want to do it, but, you know, she was like, come on, come on, come on, come on. So when we got up there, her friends hurried up and squeezed her in the line. And I found myself not exactly in the line. I was just kind of like standing next to them because they opened up enough for her to get in, but not for me. So I was like, and the person behind was not trying to let nobody in front of them. I heard, okay, y'all gonna have to like squeeze up a little bit, let me in, let me in. And he was like, no, you okay, just stand there, stand there. When we get up to the line, they're gonna let you in with us, we'll let them know you with us. So, the I don't know if you want to call him a bouncer, security guard, whatever you want to call the club guy, came up to me and was like, you need to get in line. You can't dish the line, you need to go to the back of the line. And I was like, no, I'm with them. Why homegirl didn't say, oh, she with us, she with us? They looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm steady telling him I'm with them. He was like, look, you gonna have to get to the back of the line. So I was like, well, come on, Teresa, let's go to the back of the line. And she was like, I'll just see you when you get in the club. Let me tell you, I was so mad. Oh my God, I was so mad. And you know what's so crazy is, I normally take my own car. This is the reason why I don't like riding with people. Because when it's time to go, you know, for whatever reason, I want to go. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine how mad Spirit Girl was. Not only did I lose my spot where we already was, I was in the back of the freaking line trying to get in the club. When I got in the club was so dark. I couldn't even find them. I spent most of the night looking for their tails. When I finally found them, they were just basically on the floor, just dancing, hollering, screaming, having fun. And when she saw me, she was like, oh my God, you finally got in. I'm like, Spirit Girl was so mad I could have punched her little ass face. Her face was so little, like a peanut at that point. I could have knocked her the hell out. That's how mad I was. I was just standing there like, I said, where you sitting at? Where you sitting at? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I was like, okay. So now I'm on the floor and I'm just kind of trying to dance because she couldn't hear me, waiting for them to sit down so I could see where they sitting at. I'm liking this color right here. This color right here is so pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. Up Forever black eyeliner. So everybody's sitting at the table, they laughing, talking, they conversating, and I was completely miserable. I was just so upset, and I think I was just like upset the fact that I had to wait to get in the club. I had to go to the end of the line. And then when I get in the club, she wasn't even waiting on me. She was already having fun. And then it just got to the point where I think I was just completely fed up. So some time had went past. I was eating chicken wings, so I ordered me some some chicken wings, fried chicken wings at the club, along with them. And you know, everybody was just eating and drinking, and they were talking, they were conversating, and I found myself not saying too much to nobody. I was just basically waiting for the night to be over with. I definitely fit the criteria of a Debbie Downer. I was definitely mad. Like, you could see the attitude on my face. I'm going to use that. Yeah, one of her girlfriends made a comment was, why'd you invite her anyway? And she said, well, you know, she make us look good. She make us look good. And I knew in my heart that wasn't no compliment. So I was like, what you mean I make y'all look good? Well, you know, by the way we look now, we get all the attention with you standing next to us. Okay. She must be drunk. She done had too many ones to drink. Because I know she didn't just say she used me as a pawn to stand next to them so that they can get attention. Yes, she did. She said it. So now I was faced with the truth. She did have too much to drink. She did. But I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all don't know, a drunk mind speaks the sober truth, okay? So I confronted her. I was like, so you only hanging out with me to make you look good. And she was like, well, look at us and look at you. I was like, oh, okay. I stood up. I fixed my clothes. And I walked out. So yes, I started walking. It was late at night. I had a long way to get home, but I made it home. I walked. And the whole time I walked home, I said to myself, trust your intuitions. Trust yourself. You knew you felt that something wasn't right no more. You knew you felt it. But you kept on trying to give that fool the benefit of the doubt. Because you just don't want to believe in your heart that people will be conniving, deceitful, and disrespectful and treat you that way. You don't want to believe that. And you can feel it. You can feel it. But you continue putting them on this pedestal. And they rise up on their pedestal and look down on you like you ain't nobody. You sitting up there, oh, you're so beautiful. Your hair is so nice. You look so good. Oh, my God, you the best. Oh, my God, you so gorgeous, girl. You giving all these compliments, but you noticing ain't none coming your way. They don't never say, oh, you pretty too, or you gorgeous too, or you look nice. I like your outfit. You never hear none of that. But you continue putting them on this pedestal. I'm going to try something with the Kitty Karma. I usually put the Kitty Karma like on my eyes, like right at the end and everything. But this time, just going to put them, I'm going to put this liquid eyeshadow, which it look like this, with just the Stila Kitty Karma. It's really pretty. Out. Stop. So when I got home, I finally made it home. I was so mad. I started calling like other associates, people that I used to talk to, and telling them the situation, what went down. People, my other associates were so mad. They was like, oh my God, who the hell does she think she is? Like, why the hell? Like we were supposed to be cool. I didn't even know you felt that way about me. I was just shocked. And as some time went past, she asked me to come to her house so that we can talk. I did go to her house and talk to her, and I was just telling her that it was just kind of messed up the way that she treated me and treated her other friends just because she lost weight and all this other stuff. So she started confiding in me and letting me know that she didn't mean to, you know, treat me that way and everything, and that she just really needs somebody to talk to. And the reason why she needs somebody to talk to is because during her transition, with hanging out with her other friends, she started cheating. She started cheating. She started seeing someone else. And what she needed me to do was tell her husband, to explain to her husband that she had been hanging out with girls most of the night, that she was not cheating and all this other stuff. And I told her, I have not been around you. I don't know what you've been doing. I'm not getting involved. I don't need, like I told her, it's not that I don't care. I feel bad that your husband is leaving you. But no, I'm not going to tell him nothing. And she pleaded with me. She pleaded with me because she felt like he would listen to me. Because me and him was cool. And she felt like that he would believe me when I tell him that she wasn't cheating. Mascara. Now when her husband moved out of the house and he was leaving her and divorcing her, she was all to pieces. She was really hurt that her husband wouldn't forgive her. And see, I don't know the whole story, so I can't even tell you the whole story because she was not hanging out with me. we were not really talking anymore. She had new friends, new endeavors. But the one thing I can tell you for sure, her husband definitely left her. I got this Highly Illogical by MAC. And I am going to go ahead and highlight my face. And I'm going to try my new fan brush. Hopefully you're not hearing the end of this story. Hopefully you're already asleep. Let me get it in there good because you know this brush is new. At my daughter button, which is by the same company as the eyeshadow. Glamorous blush, 10 colors. So I'm going to use a light color and then a darker color on top of it. I'm going to use my new blush brush. Ooh, look at them colors. Oh my god, they're so pretty. Okay. They are absolutely gorgeous. Okay. I think I'm going to start out with this light color blush here. Oh, it's pretty. Like, if I just want to keep it nice and simple, oh, this would be perfect. It is so pretty. Yes. That's pretty. Okay. And now I'm going to use this color right here because I think it'd be pretty with the lipstick that I chose today. I think I'm going to use my old blush brush. I don't know how it is when you get used to something. This color right here is so pretty. Now I gotta admit, you don't realize, I realized that my old blush brush is pretty hard compared to the new one. So, I think I'm liking my new one better. Yes, I think so. Okay. Now we got the blush going on. Okay. I hear my stomach growling, so I'm really getting hungry. I need to make this quick. Okay. I'm going to use my Vibe pencil. Where is it? Okay. I'm going to use the Vibe pencil to line my lips up. Yeah, I'm going to use the Burnt Spice. No, is it Burnt Spice? I think it's Burnt Spice by MAC, the liquid, the retro lipstick. And then I'm going to use the Lust for Bloods by Maybelline. Gonna mix them together. I don't know. It might come out right, it might not. I haven't tried it yet. But that's the feeling I got when I was saying, okay, with the look I see, that's what I want to do. Yes. Spirit girl looking cute. Yes. I'm loving this look. It's so pretty. Yes. And it look good with the earrings. Yeah. The eyeshadow is just killing it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. This is the retro. And this is the Burnt Spice. My stomach is literally having a fit. Now, let me finish telling you the end to this story. Now, I didn't look out for her when it came to her husband. I decided to just not get involved at all because I didn't know what was going on. I only know her side, and he was not my friend like that. Like, we were cool, but she was my friend. So I was not in that game of taking sides and getting involved with a married couple that's getting a divorce. It was around Thanksgiving, and what's crazy is, even though me and her were friends, well, we're not BFF. I also was friends with one of her sisters, and we were still in the same boat. Like I met them at the same time, and we had two different relationships. I had a relationship with her sister and a relationship with her, but them two didn't have a relationship with each other, which I had nothing to do with. But we were cool, and I knew a lot of their family members. So I was invited to an event for Thanksgiving. We cool, you know. It was just like out of respect. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you, you know. And she had an attitude. And I'm going to tell y'all, at this event, she looked good. She looked healthy. She looked cute. She looked fabulous. She looked like a movie star. And the other sister was asking what happened with our relationship. How come we're not close no more? How come we're not friends no more? And I told her, I said, well, you know, people just grow apart. And that happens sometimes. And she was like, she started going off, and she was like, you could have helped me at the time that I need your help. You was jealous of me. You was mad because you didn't look like me. You was still fat and I wasn't. And the reason why she said still fat is because I still was working on myself. And when I showed up to that Thanksgiving thing, Spirit girl was snatched, okay? I was snatched. I had that little tiny waist going on with the little booty out, you know, with the little booty poked out. And I wore these sleek blue pants, and I had like this red tank top on showing my belly because I didn't have like the belly fat going on. I had the muscles in the arms. That's when Spirit girl was snatched. So she was like, you was still fat. And it was crazy because I was working out and exercising. Matter of fact, my exercising partner was her sister, okay? And her sister was snatched too. Like, we both was working on ourselves. And when we decided to work on ourselves, it was way before she even thought about getting surgery. So when she kind of fronted everybody, she was like, you was jealous. You didn't look like me. I was, you know, you was still fat. And I was just, I was so shocked. And you know, as she was talking, I did not have the desire to be like all in her face and go at her with everything. When she came back at me to come back up with her, I just kind of looked at her. And as she finished talking, when she settled down, I said, my children, I said, y'all finished eating? I gave everybody a hug. And I said, you know, thank you so much for inviting me. I appreciate it. Y'all take care. And when I gave her sister a hug, she said to me, she said, why I feel like I'm never going to see you again. I didn't feel that way, but I knew that I would not put myself in a position to be disrespected by this person again. You know, so what I did was cut off ties with anybody that she was connected to through me, or I was connected through her. I cut them off. I cut ties. I completely cut ties, and I said, you know what? Have at it. I'm gonna let you have all of that boasting, all of that talking, all that negativity to yourself. When I walked out that day, that woman has never ever saw me again. Not ever. And that was the end of our friendship. And I hope you enjoyed the story. But let me finish putting on my lipstick. Okay. I learned a valuable lesson. Learn to value yourself. Other people will not. Don't allow people to belittle you and make you feel like you're not self-worth. Don't allow people to do that to you. Oh, it smells so good. This that Maybelline, the Lust for Lust. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm feeling that Lustful Blush from Maybelline. It's really pretty with the burnt spice. Oh, I'm liking it. It feels good too. The lipstick not moving around. Feel moist. Oh, yes. I wish I could find. I've been looking for my glue for my eyeshadow for my eyelashes. I wanted to put on some eyelashes, but I can't find the glue. Oh, here we go. I was going to say, if I can't find it, I won't put it on. Tell you why, because I put one on and it got destroyed. It was stuck to my eye. My eye was closed, and I was like, you know what, the heck with this. I snatched that thing off and and I left the other one in, but now I'm going to try to put on these two. This takes some surgery, so I got to get like my scalpels together. That girl was so mad with me. I'm just sitting here thinking about how she really wanted me to convince her husband that she wasn't cheating. But let me tell you what I found out though, you guys. She tried to convince him she wasn't cheating, but the man she was cheating with, she ended up moving him in her house with her kids, okay? Her house with her kids, okay?
Oh, you look beautiful.
Thank you, Dream. I'm sitting up here trying to put on eyelashes. Okay, let's see if we can get the other one on. Okay, I'm going to go back underneath my eyes with the Chanel mascara. Of course, my son is up playing the game now. Okay, you darlings, there you go, with that finished look. What do you think about my cheekbones? Do you think I need to go with like, maybe, oh, I should have mentioned that the contour that I had used, the contour palette, was a cream too. It's a cream palette. It's blush. I don't know. I'm thinking about just going a little bit down the bottom of my cheeks. Maybe with this color here. Okay, I'm starting my day, and this, by the way, is a dress, you guys, that I have on, and I got it from Express. Yeah, I got it on sale. I think it was actually $49, and I got it for 30% off. So yes, Spirit was a happy camper. Yes, when I saw this, I was like, yes, makeup video. Yes, the video, and I will see you next time. Bye. And remember, stay Stay strong, stay elevated, and remember that you are yourself the most valuable, precious being. Don't let no one take that